Well, here we are, Gordon, Diane, Dave, and Linda on the Golden Princess headed for Hawaii. 5,009-mile round trip. These are fireboats that were out in front of the ship putting on a show for us of shooting off their water cannons. And here the four of us are with a beautiful shot overlooking the bay there. This is the Movies Under the Stars. This ship had Movies Under the Stars that you could watch. They actually had movies go all day long, but you could watch them at night. Here is a sunrise on the first morning. Just absolutely gorgeous sunrises on this ship. You have them at the back part of the ship going over, and on the front coming back. And here we are on our favorite deck that we would walk. Here's Diane. She said we got free bingo cards when you get on the ship, and she said, oh, you could never win a free bingo card because they normally charge $5 a card. And there she is. She won the bingo. There's Dave with his chocolate dessert. That's the chocolate man. And here we are after dinner that first night. We're dancing to the New Deal Band. They're our favorite band on Princess. We've had them on other cruises that we've done, and they're really great. 50s, 60s, and 70s music. They're from Detroit, Michigan. And there we are at the back of the ship. There's just a really beautiful spot. Here's some of the beautiful fruit that they make designs with. There is our morning waiter. And there's Diane and Linda doing crafts. And this is Dave and Linda's anniversary starts today. And so we're going to do all kinds of different activities. Here we are again at that back of the ship, just really beautiful there. Dave and I are playing chess, and neither one of us really knows how to play very well, so all we could do is get into a stalemate. But we still had lots of fun. And here we are at dinner. This is the anniversary dinner for Dave and Linda. It's our first dress-up night dinner. They actually have 3 of them on this cruise. And there we go. The food is absolutely fantastic, and I need to have gluten-free. And man, they just really, anything I wanted, they made it gluten-free for me. There's Dave and Linda again with getting cheered. And here we are after dinner, of course, dancing again to the New Deal Band. They played different places on the ship all different times during the nights. There's so many things to do. Movies to see, shows to go to, dances. I mean, it's just incredible. And here we are going to other places in the ships. This is just some of the beautiful bouquets they have on the ship. And there we are the next day. Diane's out in a hot tub there, hot tubbing it. This is the deck that we'd walk every morning. 2.5 times around this deck is 1 mile, and we walk 3 to 5 miles every day to kind of walk off some of the food. And here's Diane again swimming. She loves to swim. And this is a different pool. This is an inside pool. That was an outside pool on the deck. They have like 6, 7, 8 pools on this ship. And here it is, my birthday. We're celebrating my birthday today. And there are our wait staff that is singing happy birthday to me. And Movies Under the Stars tonight. So we're up on the deck. There's a beautiful full moon this night, and so Diane and I took a stroll around the deck later on and just shot some of these magnificent pictures. You can see the moon there in the background. Magnificent pictures of the moon on our way to Hilo. The first part of the trip is 2,139 miles to Hilo. Really a great trip. And the skies are just so beautiful and romantic. There is desserts. They have a dessert bar that's open 24 hours, and they made all these beautiful gluten-free desserts. And here we are, another sunrise, and we're heading into Hilo. We're going to be going to the volcano. We rented a car that day and headed up to the volcano. There's the volcano right there. Kilauea is the volcano. It was Diane and my second trip and Dave and Linda's first trip to that volcano. There's the earthquake, the Alaska earthquake. It happened while we were at sea, and there they felt it at Kilauea right there. So there it is. Now here we are at one of the lava tubes, and we're going to go inside of this tube. Really neat, great big old long cave to go through. A lava tube from Kilauea. There we are on the inside, the four of us. I just had to get a picture. I won't say what Dave's doing, but I think you can figure it out. And here we are walking through a lava field. And that's looking down one of the hot spots in the lava field. And there we are having a picnic lunch after a day up with the volcanoes. Now we're heading back to the ship with our rent-a-car. And we're underway again. And here we are the next morning, and the next morning we are going to Honolulu, which was 204 miles. And this is actually, that's the moon, but this is the morning shot. This is what it looked like going into Honolulu in the morning. Just beautiful. There's Diane's favorite island. In the background, Diamond Head. Pictures of Diamond Head. And here we are starting up another channel. And the moon is still behind us in the morning there. We have such a good time traveling with Dave and Linda. Ship's getting closer to dock. There's a Coast Guard boat. That's the Resolute. That boat actually was in service when I was in the Coast Guard, and it's still in service there in Hawaii. It was in San Francisco when I was in the Coast Guard. Beautiful towers. Doesn't really show the color here. There's the clock tower, the Aloha Tower in Honolulu. And as you can see, at 20 minutes to 7, we are docking. This captain was a speed demon. We were supposed to dock at 7. Every dock he got there early, and that was really kind of neat. Beautiful morning, beautiful sunrise. Again, I have to get pictures of the Coast Guard boat. There is our fuel tank coming. That ship burns 2,000 gallons of fuel an hour. Here we are now going on our tour. We're stopping at the macadamia nut factory here, eating all kinds of delicious macadamia nuts. And here we go. We're getting close to the cultural center. This was an all-day tour. It went until 10 o'clock at night. Just beautiful. Look at the ocean there. Here we are, Polynesian Cultural Center. Look at these beautiful doors. I mean, the wood and stuff in this place was just incredible. That is our guide, Uncle Sam. And here we are at the Festival of Canoes. They're going to have canoes from each one of the islands come down. There's the first one, Hawaii. And another one, I believe this is Samoa. We should be able to see it in front of the boat in a minute. No, Tonga, that's right, Red Tonga. Yeah, these guys were wild dancers. Another one. There's Samoa. One of these guys got so excited he actually fell off the boat into the water. He was all embarrassed. Or the canoe. And there is the Grand Court coming down. Really beautiful. It got a little hot at the end, though. At first we had a cloud cover. There's Dave behind the pig. Dave's a pig man. He loves his pork, and that was dinner right there. He was getting behind dinner. Here's another one of the demonstrations that we went to. He's showing us how to make fire, climbing trees, all kinds of stuff. There he is up atop of a coconut tree. And this is one of these. Each one of these had Samoa, they had Tonga, they had Hawaii, they had all these different places where we would go and see demonstrations go on. The one neat thing too is all of these people are college people, and the way they get paid is their tuition is paid for doing this, what they do here at the Polynesian Center. If Diane was here, she would tell you what college they went to, but I don't remember what it was. And here we are at another dance. I'm dancing there, doesn't show it, but I got up and I was doing the men's part of the dance. And now this is the ceremony of the flags coming down at night. And so the next trip from here is off to our luau. And here we are at our luau. And of course you get a show with the luau, a nice show. But this isn't even the big event. The big event comes later. So here we are at the luau, and this is the show that is going on, along with dinner, a nice dinner, dessert. Getting later. Now here's the big event at the cultural center. And here we are back to the ship again. 10:30 at night, had to be aboard because at 11 off it goes, and here we are taking off. Now we're supposed to have a party that night, but they couldn't have it because it actually rained. So they had the party the next night. Here we are next morning, another beautiful sunrise. And now the next morning we are going into Nuwili Wili. And we got a rent-a-car there, and we went out snorkeling. There we are at the beach. As you can see, we put on a few pounds already in the first 6-7 days that we've been on there. There's some of the fish. There's Diane snorkeling. Those fish scared Diane. I mean, I thought she was going to walk on water. When she gets in a bunch of fish like that, she just starts panicking all over the place. And I had to swim her through those bunch of fish with her head above the water. Here we are after snorkeling. We're having our picnic lunch. And one of the neat things too, on the ship they gave me special gluten-free crackers and stuff to have for my picnic lunch. So we were just all set. They really took good care of us. Now we're on our way back to the ship. And here we are taking off from Nuwili Wili. Goodbye Nuwili Wili, and hello Lahaina will be the next stop. It happened to be Halloween this night, so here is some of the costumes that our wait staff were wearing for Halloween night. And they gave all of the staff, whoever would win, $150 for winning, and this is the gentleman who won the costume contest. And to these people, $150 is a lot. There is our waiter, and you can see my sorbet. He had a great big old bunch of sorbet for me. You learned that I like sorbet at night. And of course, we just missed the bears, but they went out trick-or-treating. Here's the way they carved pumpkins. It was kind of unique, and they leave all the stuff inside the pumpkin because they don't cut it open. They're really clever with all the things they do. And then, it was Halloween night, but they did the going away a party that they normally do on the night when you're leaving Honolulu. I'm pulling on a guy's microphone that's tied around his microphone. New Deal's microphone is kind of funny. He was wondering who was up above him, pulling his microphone over. And there's Diane dancing. There is a picture of us, can't really see it, but on the Movie Under the Stars screen. And here we are dancing, having a good time out on the deck party. And another picture that they're shooting of the crowd doing the dancing. Now here we are the next day at Lahaina. Now see, they can't dock at Lahaina, so they have to anchor, and we go in on little boats, on the life rafts. And so here we are on the way in. We got to rent a car here again, and we're going to go snorkeling. There we are at our snorkel spot, having a little snack. Beautiful beach. This is our favorite beach. It's out in front of the Westin, and the coral is just gorgeous. The fish are fantastic there. This is one of our favorite places. There's David, Diane, and Linda snorkeling. There's the turtles. We saw all kinds of turtles. They're so pretty underneath the sea there, and they come up and get their air. And so here we are. We're back out of that snorkel. We're going to go up. We're going to have a little lunch, and guess what? We're going to get back in that water again. Here we are for the second snorkel of the day. More fish. And this time we meet Granddaddy turtle, the biggest turtle that I had ever seen. The thing weighed at least 500 pounds. Look at him underneath the rock there. This thing was huge. Mondo turtle. There he is. I got it for a close-up, and he actually snapped at us and started chasing a little bit Diane and Linda and me, and we just took off paddling as fast as we could paddle, and he looked like he almost was grinning because he ran us off. Kind of funny. Again, just beautiful fish, beautiful fish. And here we are back out of the water, getting a little refreshment and ready to take off and go back to and get some of our favorite ice cream that's only made in Maui, Rosalani's. And we got the vanilla mac and the coffee ice cream. Oh, delicious. Here we are going back to the ship to take all of our coffee and everything that we bought. And then what we did is turn around and came back to shore and took the rent-a-car back to the rent-a-car place, and then did a little shopping and came back to the ship again. And now here we are. Goodbye, Maui. And we're headed now, next stop, Ensenada, 2,249 miles. Now, as you see, the sunsets are in the bow because we are headed home. And these sunrises, they're just gorgeous. I hope I don't bore you with too many pictures here, but they're just gorgeous. Here's some of the fruit. This is one of the buffets at lunchtime, and just the way they serve food and the way they do food on this ship is just beautiful works of art. Now here we are, second dress-up night, and we had some professional pictures taken that night. And here we are at dinner, and there is our wait staff that waited on us every night for dinner, and that is our head waiter who made all the neat gluten-free stuff for me. There's our bears. They were going out to a luau party that night, and here we are dancing with my baby again. I just love dancing with my baby. There we are, Dave, Linda, Diane, and I. And that is the New Deal right there. That's the lead singer and lead guitar, the head of the band. And here we are, another day, another beautiful sunrise. That was one of the fun things we would do every morning is get up early, Dave and I, and sometimes Linda, sometimes Diane, and have our coffee. On that ship we drink chocolate coffee. We get their coffee and put cocoa in it. And we just love our morning chocolate coffee. Have 2, 3 cups, 4 cups walking around the deck and just into different places and have a good old time and then go to breakfast. And here's the ice cream shop. We stop there every day 2 or 3 or 4 times and get an ice cream cone. That's the ship. When the ship was made, it was 2001, so that's the company and the name. And this is a watermelon. Look at what they do with a watermelon. And again, they like to do these dragons. There's a dragon. Just really cute stuff that they do with the food just to make it more appealing. Not that it tastes so delicious. And there's Zumba, Diane and Linda doing Zumba. This is an observation deck. It's called Skywalkers. It's up at the very top of the ship, and it just kind of shows you how big this ship is. Actually, there's 2,670 people on that ship, or passengers, and you don't even know it. Now here we are, Movies Under the Star again. We're watching a movie here, all cuddled up and having a good time. Oh, this is sausage. Best sausage I ever ate in my life. I had to take a picture of it and a picture of its name so that I can find it at a future date. Man, that stuff was delicious. And here we are, another lunch. Oh, it looks like we're going to get ready for another lunch. And here's one of the outside pools, the Neptune pool. Beautiful pool. There's that big long deck that we'd walk 2.5 times around it. It goes completely around the ship. Now here's Baked Alaska night. They're parading with their Baked Alaska. We had lobster for dinner, and this time I only ate 2 lobster. And then Baked Alaska. These are all the cooks that cook our meals on that ship. And now here we are out dancing again. That was our last dress-up night. Diane's doing a line dance there. And now they're playing Diane and my wedding song for us. They learned our song by Billy Joel, Just As You Are. And we were on the stage ourselves while everybody kind of cheered us on and everything. And there's Melissa is her name from the New Deal. And another beautiful sunrise. Just gorgeous. That was taken from the back of the ship forward, and that's taken from the forward of the ship backwards. That's the Movies Under the Stars. Just beautiful. The ship, it's the Golden Princess, and the Golden Princess is it's a beautiful ship. There's one of the cooks getting ready for the Mexican buffet. We'll have a Mexican buffet today because we'll be stopping at Ensenada for a few hours. And there we are, just kind of like sunning ourselves a little bit in the sun. And here is Mexico coming up. First time that we've seen land since we left Hawaii 4 days ago. And this time we're going 2,249 miles to Ensenada. And there is an Ensenada Coast Guard boat. And here we go into Ensenada. We had a couple of hours to go into town and do some shopping, and there is our luggage. Believe it or not, we had 6 bags of